Hi there, Z here, and you know what? Blizzard is kind of a bitch. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not only that they took my entire childhood and focused it around them with their amazing games like, StarCraft and Warcraft and Diablo and all the expansions for them. All that time I could have spent, I don't know, doing meth. Doing meth and getting girls pregnant or whatever. I don't really know what 13-year-olds did back in the day. And as soon as I thought I was going to get away from it, it pulls me right back in. As soon as I thought I was weaning off of it with Nintendo games and League of Legends here, it pulls me right back in. Blizzard is akin to meth. Let's just say meth, right? Every single time you think you're over meth and you're going to go on to something else, nope, meth pulls you right back in with a better type of meth, like a meth that leaves a aftertaste of Twinkies or something like that. I honestly wouldn't know because I haven't touched this stuff in a couple months. Anywho, Overwatch. Is this the best option for you? Should you waste your time on this? Should you take the time away from your family and your friends and your job and your meth? Well, I don't know. But I hope you join me in this review, this should you waste your time on review, and hopefully by the end, we'll find out if this is the meth option for you. You know what? I think I need to talk to a guy about something. Yeah. I need to talk to a guy about this. I hope you enjoyed the review. I've been doing well these past few months. Yeah, I'm good. I deserve a little bit of a treat. Hey, stay tuned, okay? Henry!
Thank you.
Well, I guess the best place to start on this wonderful game of half toxic players and half people who have fucked my mother is the characters. And Overwatch has a pretty good cast of offensive heroes, defensive heroes, tanks, support units, and pretty much everything between, including, but not limited to, that one kid that you talk to in school just so he shoots you last on his upcoming massacre, Mr. Fister, the anus blisterer. Female version of Two-Face who loves sucking on you and playing with balls, and one of my favorites, cancer mixed with explosive diarrhea. Yes, this game is going to have a colorful cast of characters with a vast array of gameplay styles that will definitely gravitate you towards one of the most that represents you. Mine is Roadhog, or as I like to call him,
Pigman Supreme!
And I'll give you one guess why I have a kinship towards him. No, just go ahead. Just take a guess. Just go ahead and take a guess. Go on. That's right. We both like chain play. But honestly, there are snipers, handguns, swords, throwing stars, bow and arrows, metal balls, a big hammer. Yeah, sure, why not? Shit's so diverse in this game, you could have sworn they had a liberal checklist. Alright, let's just see here. A big black man with a sexual innuendo attached to his arm. Check. Stereotypical Asian smart woman who plays video games and is oh my god so kawaii. Check. Overtly sexual character that's 99.99% positive to be in every single kind of 3D pornography video out there. Check! And with Blizzard only coming out with more and more and more characters, it will not surprise me if they double their numbers in the next couple of years. But honestly, the weaponry and characters only gets you so far, right? What is the point of the game? What is the plot? What is the motivation to this game? Well, the story is Harambe impersonator named Winston reactivates something called the Overwatch team, a group of heroes who once helped fight against the robot menace plaguing the world and were praised and adored for a while before everyone asked themselves, hey, how can we make this story more generic and boring? So they pulled a Watchmen/Incredibles route of people thinking that this group shouldn't have that much power and started hating on them and arresting them for honestly no reason. I would have also included Batman vs. Superman in here, but I think we can all agree that we should just forget that movie even existed. Moving on. And the gameplay of this game? Well, let me explain it as such. There are two teams of 6 heroes, one on each side. One hero is tasked with moving this thing, called a payload, from here all the way over there, and this team is trying to stop them at any cost, just long enough for the time limit to run out so they can win the game. And if it's not the payload mission that you are doing, it's a typical capture this area and keep it for as long as you can to get the most amount of points. Pretty much the same type of thing, just dressed up in a little bit different wrapping. And that's it, really. I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. And okay, fine. Stop typing, okay? Stop typing. It definitely sounds boring when you put it that way, okay? Just a bunch of nondescript champions running around and shooting each other, trying to secure objectives. Yeah, I understand. Why don't I just stick with Call of Duty, right? Okay, this is where the main focus of diversity comes into play. With how unique and different each weapon is, with every single person's ability and every single hero's ultimate, the gameplay creates such a perfect chaos storm that it's just so fun to play. At one point, you might have to deal with a team of snipers, right? So you just pick someone to counter that, then they'll pick somebody completely different and change their entire lineup to counter what you're countering them, and the countering just keeps going on until one person comes out victorious. Each game is constantly changing and adapting to the opposing side to make it always competitive, even when you're not playing ranked games. Or you could have a team of people who just want to play the one fucking person that they wanted to take, and you lose the game because nobody wants to switch it! And credit where credit is due, there is more than one type of playstyle in this game. There is an arcade area where you can kind of play free-for-alls and death matches and elimination death matches, which is pretty much deathmatch, but you can't replay a character that you just won a previous round with, and also all random mode, where whenever you die, you are given a completely random hero from the lineup. It actually works really well for those who play only 2 characters of the entire game, or what competitive players like calling them, assholes. And that's not even mentioning the seasonal games that Blizzard personally makes for things like Christmas and Halloween and all the other holidays out there. So, Blizzard, good on you, okay? You keep things fresh and fun with revolving game styles and new characters. It's great. But there is a darker side to this game. A side I have not told you yet.
A plague, a darkness that surrounds every shred of light, not only for this game, but every teamwork game out there. Toxicity.
The toxicity of our city.
You look like a fucking idiot!
Oh, I need heals. I need fucking heals. Seriously.
God gets you, man.
Oh, fuck this shit.
Stay on point. Get on point. Fight on point.
We're trying, dude. Relax. There's a Reinhardt, you idiot!
I'm just gonna use it. Someone gets slightly fucking cool.
Shut the fuck up!
If you want to learn how to play, go play quick play.
Go in there, Bastion. Fuck.
Fuck you, Bastion. Fuck.
Is League of Legends' level of salt not good enough for you? Do you end your gaming experiences with even a minuscule amount of self-importance, or dare I even suggest it, joy, happiness, entertainment? Well then, come to Overwatch, complete with the latest voice-over IP technology, and you won't see your badly written insults delivered to you. You will hear them in every seething, hate-filled death threat possible. You think that you heard insults, right? Oh, you haven't heard no insult. Go to the competitive game and make one slight mistake, then sit back, grab a beverage, and just wait out the apocalypse of curses and racial epithets coming your way. Hyperbole aside, you don't get every game like this. Okay, well, let me correct myself here. You don't get every game like this on the weekdays. On the weekends, there is a significant spike of drunk assholes that just kind of rail on you for no real reason besides they're pissed off. But this is where things get creative. You can either stand up for your morals and argue back with them in the futile attempt to get them to apologize to you. Ask them to go back to the regular games and never show your face in competitive, lest you be roused once more. Claim that you have fornicated their mothers the previous night, dead or alive, or simply just leave the voice chat. I mean, if you don't fall into either one of those categories, you must be new in video games. But overall, should you waste your time on this game, taking the pros of a fun, fast-paced game with interesting characters, full of maps and new heroes every couple of months, against the cons of playing by yourself, which can definitely get tedious, especially if you're not very good at the game, and the absolute bile of you being stuck in some of these games? I'm still going to say yes. But don't expect to spend your entire life around this game. Some of you will play this game and think that it's just the bee's tits at the beginning, and good gee golly gosh, I love this game. But as soon as you get into a string of 3, 4, 5, 6 games where you lose because people refuse to fucking communicate with each other, or all of them want to be shot callers and they're making dick measuring competitions to find out who's going to be the main shot caller, or they're drilling into you because the fucking Genji's on me, pal, holy fucking shit, go die in a hole, you pieces. You'll realize that RuneScape and PlayerUnknown are one login away, and you'll come back to the game as soon as loot boxes are available to be won again through the arcade. So, if you want to play this game, if I encouraged you to buy it, or if you stop playing this game but you think, you know what, you put up some good points, I'm going to play the game again. I welcome you back, I welcome you to play the game, just don't take it too seriously, or else you'll develop a cancerous ulcer on every part of your body, okay? Cheers. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.